Oh man, welcome to another edition of All Ball Chicago. I'm your co-host Robert Bobby Reed, and I got the legend, the NBA veteran, the McDonough All-American Marcus Liberty, your host on the mic. But we got a special family in the building. We can say pound for pound, the basketball family of Chicago. The legendary father, Mac Irvin, fire, rest in peace. He just had a birthday. I want to welcome Nick Irvin and Lance Irvin to the show, All Ball Chicago. Welcome to the show, fellas. What's up with it, man?
Man, what's up with you, man? Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us on the show today. We appreciate it.
Hey, man, we gonna have some fun, dude, man. Y'all don't have to be all tight on this stuff, man. Come on, dude. We gonna do this right. We gonna have some fun, man. All right?
We have to bring the show in the right way.
Yeah, that's how Rob do it.
Oh yeah, man, I be hyped, man. I'm like Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying?
That's how Rob do it, man. So we all good. I'm trying to wait and see. We got one more guest coming in, but
man, we gonna rock. Man. We gotta rock, man. We gotta rock, man.
Here he is. Yeah.
Who else we got?
Mac Buckets.
Mac Buckets on.
This is McGlock.
Buckets, man.
Hello, hey, Corey.
All
right, Mike coming in too.
Hold on, y'all. Where's that? Hold on, y'all.
We gonna mute him right quick. We gonna keep going though, man, because we live.
Mikey coming in too, Nick.
We live on Facebook too, man. We all on.
Yeah,
man. We got the Irvin family in the building, baby.
The Irvin family.
Hey, man, I'm not finna fake like I'm not pumped. Y'all can act all conservative.
I'm gonna start clapping, y'all.
That's not me, man. Hey, McLaughlin, what's up, boy?
Man, slow motion, baby.
Hey, I remember I played in that 3-on-3 with you in Chicago State, y'all, with the guard killers, and they didn't give y'all the trophy. Remember?
You already know.
They come up there with 3 people, 6'6" or better. What you
I know we
that? Hey, I got stories. I know y'all. What's up, fellas?
Hey, but man, we wanted to get you guys on, man, for real, because y'all are big to Chicago, man, especially Pops, man. And I pretty much know y'all like my brothers, man. So used to go over to y'all house and hoop and in that backyard, man, and shoot some hoops, man. And Pops come out there and laugh. That's my boy. That's my pain, man. And man, I miss your Pops though, really, man, because to me, and I said that on my page before, I said that he was the godfather of grassroots basketball. And then this one guy had said something, I don't know who it was, but I didn't want to go there with him. I just said, you know what? It is what it is. It's his birthday today, so I wanted to say happy birthday, and we can get into that other stuff. That's why I wanted you guys to get on, so you can let everybody know really what Pops was doing, and then you guys continue his legacy, because you're not going to let his legacy die, because, you're still running Mac Fire. And, y'all doing a big, great job with that, man. And I tell people all the time that if you don't like him, it's like what Cox used to say, everybody's not going to like you, Marcus. Everybody's not going to like King. But you know what? We still winning. And Mac Fire, you guys are still winning. You're still around, still doing the thing for Pops. So tell the folks out there, man, because we got a lot of listeners from all over. Tell them about Pops, man, what he meant for each and every one of y'all. We'll just start with the young buck all the way down to the old.
Well, Pop's my everything, and he taught me everything, and he was responsible for a number of things in my life, and my passion and my desires is living through him. My mom was a big part of it as well, and they taught us to be together as one. And that's what we always gonna be, and that's what we're gonna continue to do. And Pops put the ball in all our hands, like Liv. We brothers, so Pops put the ball in our hand, and my mom was back there to help us along the way too as well. So they mean the world to me.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, Mac.
Man, same thing here, man. Man, Pops and Mom, they meant a whole lot to us, man. They taught us all the family values and all that stuff. I remember they, first when we started playing and stuff, they took us out to the backyard. Even Mom used to be out there, you know, they put the ball in our hands, and you know, basketball took us a long way. You know, and no, it took me all over the world, places I never thought I would have been. I probably been in like 22 different countries, you know, because of basketball.
Wow.
You know, I owe that to Pops, because you know he the one got me started. You know, and you know he stressed that basketball along with academics too. So you know it meant a lot, you know, for for me to be able to travel and do all that type of stuff. You know, Lib, I was in Puerto Rico with
That's
you.
right. That's right. Puerto Rico.
Right. A lot of people may not know that we was in Puerto Rico, man. And when you was up in the hills, man, you was.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
But
That's
you
right.
know, yeah, but you know, he does still values him and mom and us, you know, family atmosphere like we've been doing all along, you know. Like, you know, people like y'all used to come over to the crib and stuff. I mean, it's just like one big family, you know. So, you know, we just praying that we can continue the legacy and stuff like that.
That's right. Lanny.
I think Nick and Max summed it up well. Like my mother and father, they both instilled in us family. And my father started basically the AAU teams and helping out different communities and stuff to help inner city kids that really didn't have a vehicle to go to college, really didn't have a vehicle to play in places that other kids was able to play. So I'm basically proud to continue that legacy, because if you believe, we all here to help and to serve at some point in time. And what more could you ask for? Like y'all know, he helped everybody. My mother helped everybody. And in the end, I think you judged on helping people. So we just use basketball as a vehicle for us to be able to give back, for us to be able to go to school, for us to better ourselves, and for us to better the African American community. Not that we haven't bettered others, but it was basically started so we could help each other.
And you know what I used to get? I get upset with people, man, and it's just mind-boggling to me that when they see you guys together, like including Cindy, we got to put Cindy in here too.
Yeah, because Cindy be calling you, Lid.
Right. How tight knit y'all were, right? So y'all walk in the gym and y'all all together, y'all all happy. People don't like that, and I don't understand why. You know, it's like that's a family. They supposed to have each other back. You know.
Let me chime in on that, Lil.
That's what I'm gonna let you chime in.
That
right?
Go with that, man.
I'm gonna let you chime in, Rob, though, for real. But I just don't like when people do that, because I'm like that with my family. You know, I'm tight. I call my sister every day. Every day. I tell her it's not gonna be a day that I don't talk to you, you know, because you're my family. But people just I don't get it. Go ahead, Rob. You know,
no, I'm just saying that go with that, man. The success, you know, it go hand in hand, the failure and success. And then when you got black men doing what they doing, and then usually like when the father pass on, it just usually crumble. They got stronger. Like, man, these dudes is like getting stronger, like not losing no momentum. So and then haters at an all-time high. So man, continued success, man. You know what I'm saying? Haters at an all-time high, fellas.
But I also think this though, and this, you know, Nick, I know Nick is doing his thing. It was at Morgan Park, and now you're going on to college. But I think, man, when people see that success, and then they see the way you handle yourself, they see the way you run up and down, have that energy, they wish that was them. I wish that was me over there doing that, because he's winning, he's getting talent, he's doing his thing over there. And how can I do that? Man, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't coaching them boys over there, man. He just letting them run up and down the court. And I say that to say, man, Coach Cox was the same way. Coach Cox was more of a motivator than a X and O type coach, but he was still teaching us in practice. He was just I always say this, and Bob knows this. I tell him all the time when we online. I say, coaches coach in practice. Coaches don't coach during the game. They may make adjustments, but they don't coach during the game. You know, exactly. So coaching is done in practice behind closed doors when nobody's in the gym watching you do your thing, Nick. And then all of a sudden you out there like, man, I'm just gonna motivate you guys. You guys go out there and do your thing. Yes, people don't like that.
No, they don't like it. And actually, that get me going. You know, that get me going, because I know people saying I'm just rolling out the basketball, but they don't understand, Liv. Like, I watched y'all play growing up. you know, Bob, or you know what I'm saying? I was under my brother. So I saw how passionate y'all was about the game. So when I was playing, I was passionate about playing. Then when I coach, I was passionate about coach because Pops was there for me. He was there for helping me out. You know, so I took a lot of that and put it together at one. And that's what always made me successful because I coached the way I wanted to play. I coached my players the way I wanted to play. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I shot the ball a lot, so I want to shoot the ball. I grew up.
Hey, that's how you coach how you play.
I coach how I play. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm like, get you one, you know, like I had a few people shoot from half court on my team. I did that. Let's do that.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? You know, like when I had Wayne Blackshear, it's like, oh, Wayne shooting a lot. I don't care.
And Nick, what's I saying? Nick, get you one.
Get you one. Go ahead, Billy. Like, I didn't care.
I said to this day to our girls, but I'd be like, hey, get you one. They know what that means.
And that's why I want to ask now, because you got your brothers doing the boys and the men's side, and then Mac, you went over to the girls' side and is doing your thing. What made you like decide to go on the coaching on the girls' side of the Mac Fire?
You know what? Actually, I first started out when I was playing overseas. So I used to come back. I was coaching with Nick and Lanny, and my father for the boys. So you know, I used to do that, and then I met my wife. I met Corey. So she was coaching girls and stuff. So Liv, I kind of accidentally fell into it. But once I figured out, once I started watching them play, I'm like, man, I like coaching girls better than guys because they may not be as playing over the rim and stuff, but they fundamentals and they thinking part of the game is a little better than the guys. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
that was the difference. And once I started helping her coach, it became like a family type of thing. I was like, okay, forget it. They got the boys, we had the girls. And make one big Mac Irvin Fire. Shoot, it's just all about helping the kids, So I just, man, I love coaching, man. I love coaching the girls. I mean, they listen a little more, Lid. Rod.
I was hoping you were gonna say that.
They listen a little more. Lanny helped me. Lanny helped me coach 1 year, 2 years.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of like Liv was saying, we all family, and like I just have to say this though. When I jumped on, nobody like a dub. When I jumped on, Rob was like, "What's up, baby?" Everybody like people with passion and energy.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit there and coach with no passion. I'm not gonna sit there like.
Yeah.
But the one thing we all do is you make the show when you have passion and energy. Nick coach with passion, Matt coach with passion. I try to put on the whole show over there. Like Nick had me talking to people in the stands. We was playing Tennessee State. So they went on a run and we went on a run. So a guy in the stands was running his mouth. I turned around, I told him, Rob, I said, hey man, we got a run in us too. And he looked. I said, man, I coach and talk stuff. I learned from the best. Coach and talk stuff. You think I'm not gonna talk? Then with Mac and Nick, like Mac and Nick bring and Mike, and even Cindy, they bring out the worst in you. Like everybody, they talk to anybody. But then, like when I helped Mac, coaching girls was great. It's really the same. They might not be as athletic as the men are. But from a skill set and a fundamental set, I love coaching the girls. It was the same thing, just helping. Like Mac said, Mac does an excellent job, by the way, too.
Yeah, man, Mac, you do, boy. And big shout out to Corey, too, man, for doing her thing. I see that she won, Coach of the Year over there or something like that?
Yeah.
And was that her first year?
Yeah.
She clowning, man. She clowning over there. So make sure you tell her I said big up to on that too, man. For doing that.
I definitely will.
I just want to say, man, this is like Hall of Fame. You got a black family doing this, dude. There's nobody else doing this in the country, dude. I mean, if it is, stand up, because I know Mac Irvin Fire is the number one AAU program in the country. I know it's one of the top two. You know what I'm saying? As far as for putting guys out, y'all in the top 2 to 3. I mean,
I think McFire they put out a lot of guys from the into the NBA. I mean,
that's what I'm saying, man. And D1 program. So,
but we all know how the Nike stuff go. You gotta get to those Peach Jams and all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, you gotta get the players. So it's hard, man. I always say the AAU game is something special, because I wish I would have played in it. I never had an opportunity to play in it.
Oh, that was my perfect type of game, man. If I had that when I was a kid, I didn't like
that would have been
coaches. I hated coaches and referees.
Game, though. That would have been everybody's game. Everybody would have wanted to play in AAU because everybody would want the gear.
Something else.
No, I like the fact that it was more openly, where you could just shake and bake and do all that fancy stuff, and people liked it. You know what I'm saying?
But that was but we was doing that in high school.
But I went to Simeon.
They let me roll from the free throw line.
All right, man. Shit, Cox wasn't gonna take me out if I did a finger roll, if I went behind the back or in and out crossover with a dime pass. Look, because Cox knew I was gonna do more good than bad.
Bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take my chances with Mars. I'm gonna roll the dice.
Yeah.
But back to the AAU. But yeah, it's hard to build a program like that and have it so long. You guys had that program so long, man. Your dad had that program for so long.
Yeah.
Jabari Parker, just to name a few. Jaleel played with y'all.
Jaleel Okafor, Jalen Brunson, Tim Hardaway Jr., Myers Leonard. I mean, those some of the guys that played. I mean, Nick could run it out. Cliff Alexander played. So quite a few guys that came through the program and played.
So we on All Ball. Me and Rob, we got to get us some McFire gear, man. We put y'all on national TV right now.
Hey,
where's Mike Irvin at, Nick? Where's Mike?
I'll
Nick?
rock it too.
I thought Mike was getting on.
I will wear it.
It's done. We got you. I got you.
I want to ask y'all something though. What happened to Marcus Levette? That was a bad boy right there, man. Marcus Levette, man. Levette.
Tell me about
it.
I didn't get a chance to see him. Tell me about it.
Hey, Google. Hey, bring him up on YouTube, Liv, when you got a chance.
Liv. That was the baddest boy that came through there. Go ahead,
take Nick to talk about him. Go ahead, Nick. Talk about Junior.
Go ahead, Nick.
So when he came to town, I was watching him play. I just sat back and watched him play, and I said, "Man, you know your nickname?" He said, "What, Coach?" I said, "Bright Lights." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Bright Lights." I said, "Yeah, man. Man, them lights bright when you come at people, man."
In Chicago, you need a nickname.
You need a nickname. Like the city stopped when he played. Like, he could be arguably the best point guard to ever come out of here.
I mean, for real, dude.
Yeah.
For real, man. Because I seen that boy, man.
I seen him go for 43 in the what was that, the semifinal game?
Yeah.
45. 20.
He went live. We were playing in the Target Center, and in the tournament, Nick got us in. So the other team jumped up like, it might have been like 8-3. So Nick called the timeout. So Nick told me, "You go talk to the team. I need to talk to Marcus." So I don't know what Nick told him. He had 33 in the first half. He went to spinning, step back. Nick called the backdoor play. He dunked it. Oh, it was one of the best shows I seen the guy put on. And it wasn't like we were playing a team that couldn't play. Like they had a kid going to Minnesota, one man. Michigan. By the time we left the gym, he had kids following all out the gym.
Yeah,
it was one of the best.
Yeah, oh man, I used to be like, "Hey, Junior, go to your spin game. Go to your spin game." Man, spin game is incredible, man.
Nick, crazy.
Hey, Nick, I seen everybody that came through there that you had.
Yeah.
That was the baddest boy you had, man. For real. And that's all I'm putting that on my mama, man. I swear to God. Hey, that left hand boy, man, that left hand boy, man, please. He should
used
be
to
in the
put on the
league.
show, man.
Yeah,
Didn't he, McGlock? Didn't he, man?
Yeah, man.
Wow, he should
He
be in the
put on he
league.
put on the
he
show.
should be right now. He should be right now. He should be.
Ben Axel with everything.
Yeah, he should.
Wow.
He
Hey,
probably
Lanny,
be
hey,
the-
That's a
Lanny,
great comparison.
Hey,
Right?
I'm sitting here laughing. Rob said he said my real name. That's how you know how far back you go with
Bro, I call him McGlock.
hey. That's how you know people that been knowing me for a long time.
Yeah,
Call you
exactly.
by your government name.
I laugh at that all the time. I'm like, hey man, somebody called me that they knew me for a long time.
Right.
Marcus Levette was a bad boy. Man, he came to time we was playing Bogan or whatever. They was like, man, you know him and LeJuan, man, they went at it, man. So, man, he get to the game late. You know, he had to come from night school. He get to the game late. I said, Junior, what you need, a couple minutes? He said, no, I'm built for this.
And he came in and gave him buckets.
Man, he gave him buckets, man. That was a game, man.
Hey, that type of kids, you can't teach what he had.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can't teach a kid.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't
He
get a
was-
chance to see him, but I did hear some things about the kid. But man, that's big up. He
Man,
went to St. John's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
look him up
that.
on YouTube when you got a chance. But
I am.
he got the best ever YouTube highlights.
Yeah.
You better believe that.
Hey,
He just need a shot. If he get a shot, boy, he
His
gonna
highlights
turn that league
crazy.
upside down.
Wow.
He could score at every level on the court.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the other players you got. I mean, we know Adam Miller, who just did he just get Mr. Basketball?
Yeah, he got Mr. Basketball.
Yeah, he got Mr. Basketball, and he is going to the University of Illinois, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And tell me a little bit about him. I know he came from Peoria. He's not, from the city. And you can tell sometimes when certain players come, from different areas, some have that dog in them, like right off the top. Some you got to build up and let them see the city and see how we get down a little bit. Because I tell people all the time, ain't nothing like Chicago basketball, man. We talk trash, we back it up. We've got that mental toughness.
and the fans talking crazy.
Oh man, come on, dude. But I know Adam. I remember you guys. Remember when y'all? I think that was you, Nick or Mike. When I first met the kid,
Mike, that was with Mike.
Yeah, when I first met him, it was in Georgia,
Right.
Atlanta. It was not in Atlanta, but outside of Georgia. And you said, and Mike's like, man, Liv, talk to Shorty, man. And I'm like, who is he? I said, who is he? And he's like, man, he's from Peoria. He's like, whoop de whoop, man. And he just need a little guidance, man. Give him some advice. And I was talking to him, and man, the rest was history. I was like, man, whatever you told that kid, Liv, he get it. He got it. And I was like, I'm just going to help you guys out because y'all was my man, So
He'll never left.
Right.
He a lefty too.
Yeah, he got a flamethrower too. I like his game.
Yeah, no, he definitely good. He really good. He talented. When I coached him, man, he was a treat to coach. He passionate about the game. He loved the game. He really, man, he gonna do great at Illinois. Illinois gonna, be happy with him.
So we gonna get a little grimy now, man. Like y'all my boys, man. So Nick, you always going out there recruiting them shooters, man. It's like the bigs don't get no love, man. It's like I'm gonna come over here. I probably just have to rebound.
Game changed, Liv. Ain't no more big clunky, tall, slow dude.
Hey, Liv, I was trying to go. I always wanted somebody like you, man. My bigs didn't do stuff.
It's hard to find cats like that. like me and Benji, man, we was them tall guys that can handle that ball. I mean, then you had your Antoine Walkers that came through, was doing his thing, man. But Chicago got a lot of guards, man. We know that, man. There's a lot of guards that came out and doing their thing. Now let's go back to Chicago State, man. Me and Rob talked about this night on one of our shows, man. You got to go back and check it out. But we was like talking about, because he's alum. Rob is alumni.
Oh yeah, I got my degree from
but
him.
he has not been to one game.
That's a lie.
So
Marius Liberty do not lie all the time, but he did this time.
So I had told Rob this. I said, Rob, why don't you get your alumni base together and go out and support, Chicago State, and get some people in the building, because then maybe it'll change around. But Lanny, we all know the situation you in, man, over there, man. And you trying to do what you can do with
Mhm.
what you have, you know, and we understand it. And I think the people behind you know, your brothers and your family know that it's a tough situation, man, with the budget, you know, money and all that stuff, trying to go out and recruit. And it's gonna be hard, man. And you just gotta hang in there, man. And hopefully things will change around, man, for you, and get some dogs up in there and keep them, you know, eligible. Because I think you told me you had a couple of guys that didn't get the books right, and then you had the shorthand, and it's hard, man. It's hard.
Yeah, you know, when you're trying to build anything, the first couple of years are always hard. But the thing about me, I love a challenge. Life is about a challenge. I've been through some things where I had cancer. That was a challenge.
I remember that.
I was overweight coming up. That was a challenge. I couldn't shoot like Nick, Mac, Byron. I was a defender, but you know, everybody has to find their niche. And the one thing about Chicago State is this: all it needs is somebody to put a little love in it. Yes, do we have some obstacles that I need to face that I face? Yes, we do have obstacles. But with that being said, it's like a bad stock that's been beaten up. If you can cultivate it and get it, then the sky's the limit. And we do need people like Rob to come back. We need people like a Darren Guest that played there. We need guys like Darren Brittman to come watch us play from time to time. And that's one thing I've been looking into is like how to market the program better, how to get more people out there. So I'm trying to expand our outreach program over there. You know, we have a new AD, Elliot Charles, is doing some stuff. So
Okay.
in the near future, we could be, start marketing it a little bit better. But it starts tonight. You help market the program right now. You and Rob just having me on here now.
Yeah.
It's helping out Chicago State. So, man, I appreciate you guys helping me get the word out. And we do.
Yeah, man, no doubt, man.
Come
Who
out,
was just
'cause
coming in with that fire, man? Who's that over there?
That's
That fire.
Mike right there, baby.
Give it up for Mike.
Fire.
Give it
Yeah,
up for
Mike.
Mike.
Mike it is.
Liv, what's up, boy?
What's up, Mikey?
Man, no, what's going on?
Oh man, he got that
That's
fire
cold.
back there, boy.
That's cold.
Mike got that
You need to
sweet
get your light
background,
right
man.
like
He used
Bobby
to doing
Reed
it.
got
He
his
used to
light
doing
right.
these videos.
That's that fire, man. That's all
Hey,
right.
but you know what though, Lance, man, I would say, they need to commit to a long-term situation. Like one thing about our society, we want everything microwave, and they want you to win right now, win right now. No. The average business takes 5 years before it takes off. And if they take these programs to do the same thing with it and invest in what you're doing, I mean, it's a HBCU. It takes time, So, man, shout out to you, man. Continue success with it, man. And man, stay 10 toes down deep in it, man. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a beautiful
Right.
campus. Beautiful campus, man. Beautiful
The
campus.
camp is
over there.
beautiful. We have a new president. This going on her 3rd year too. She's still fairly new, but kind of like you were saying, Rob, you gotta have patience. And like you said, everybody wants stuff to happen quick. Even
Right
our
now.
happen quick. But sometimes
Right.
you have to trust the process and have some patience. And like you and Liv was saying, now you do have to have your resources in order too.
You gotta have that.
That's huge.
It takes some
Ain't gonna have
resources now to really
Yeah.
work. But like I said, though, I mean, I'm just happy and fortunate enough. I'm living the dream. I never really thought about being a head coach until I got a little older. So I'm happy. I'm gonna make the best out of it, just like we always do.
Yeah, I
And,
know
and
you
they
will.
got it. They got the right one.
Yeah, I know they
You feel me?
will, man.
They got the right one. They got you and your family, and Chicago need that, man. And I
Appreciate
want people to know that out there, that's out here running off at the mouth. Now I ain't finna be hundreds. Hey, I'm from the hundreds now, so
right.
Hey, Rob, though, he go the thing, Liv, and then I'ma shut up. When people talking about you, you must be doing something all right. I'm not hating on nobody.
Right.
So at least they thinking about me. I'd rather have them thinking about me than not.
That's one thing we don't do. We don't hate on nobody. We
Yeah,
Nobody.
man.
No,
Right.
never.
Yeah.
never.
Yeah.
And that's the way you're supposed to be, though, man. You keep it moving, man. People gonna say what they gonna say. You can't change nobody's mind. All you know is who you are. And I'm gonna go out there and be the best Irvin I can be. That's how it always should be.
Yeah.
But back to you, Nick. Now you jump ship. You said, you know what? High school, I'm done with it. Let me try this college thing. And I think you're gonna do well at it because, for one, Chicago. for one, you've been on the circuit for a very long time, so you know other AAU programs. So I think you're gonna bring a lot to Western, man. So big ups to you for taking that gig, man. And I know it's another Chicago guy who's the head coach, so y'all should mesh real good, man, and do some great things down there. And if you need any help, man, let us know. And I got some dogs too, man.
It was a time I would have came and scrimmaged them boys. What's up, big bro over there, man? He muted over there. I want to hear big bro over there. He the oldest, right?
No, man. You don't know the Irvins, dude. You don't even know the Irvins.
I'm just checking, man.
Byron is the Irvins.
I do know that Nick is the youngest. I know that.
And then Mike is Nick, then Mike, then Cindy, then me, then Lance, then Byron.
Okay, because Byron was at Julian that was killing Simeon back in the day. Remember him? That boy was tough. Yes, Simeon, I said it. I saw it.
No, but for real, man, Byron doesn't get his respect either throughout the city, man. A lot of people don't. Byron was a hell of a two-guard, man, that could play the point too. I remember at Missouri, he gave us fits when I was at Illinois. It was hard to guard. It was hard to guard. And but yeah, Pops, man, raised you guys right, man. I'm just gonna say that.
Didn't they say somebody told me today he was a draft pick? He was a first-round draft with Tim Hardaway, him and Nick Anderson.
Portland.
The first three guys out of Chicago to do that in the red.
He went 21 to
23rd.
I mean, it was 21, wasn't it?
The 22nd or something like that.
I don't even know. 21, 22.
It was first round.
That first round, man.
Yeah, to Portland.
That's love.
And that was all. And yeah, you're right, Rob. They were all from the red.
All from the red. Somebody hit my inbox since we've been doing the show. I be having to go back like, damn. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate this, man, for real, for letting me come in and be a part of it, fellas, for real.
So all you guys played ball, right? Except Cindy. Cindy didn't play.
Cindy played.
She played?
Cindy played at Julian High School, huh? Cindy.
I don't remember Cindy playing.
She didn't have a left hand, but she'd kill you going right. Cindy. She can shoot.
Hey, because Cindy was girly playing, Liz. She was girly, but she was playing.
Right.
None of us knew she was gonna play till she went out for the team.
That's what I was saying. When she was little, she wasn't playing.
No.
Wow.
She actually
remember at the crib, we used to go out there and shoot, man, and she'd be out front with her girlfriend.
No, Cindy Cindy shocked us all.
Wow. Cindy could shoot too. She got a nice touch.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was one girl and all boys?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
As a matter of fact,
man,
he can coach too, like Cindy coached at Julian High School.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so what else are you guys up to though, man? What tell the listeners what you guys been up to. I know Chicago State. Mike, what you up to, dude?
Man, I'm doing the same old, entrepreneur here in Chicago, nightclubs, promoting.
Okay.
And then also, I run the program, so that's that take up my basketball time. Got to go to all the schools, got to go recruit. Because Chicago, you got to constantly recruit for AAU. It's like nonstop. So I'm out. I'm out always watching from grammar school on.
Right. And
grammar school.
And Mike,
yeah.
Y'all, how young y'all starting nowadays, man? 5th grade?
Man, 3rd grade.
Actually, I got my little youngest one. He's 6. He was playing on the fire team.
Wow.
Yeah. Me and the wife was coaching a young fire team that they was playing on.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah. Wow. But yeah, in Chicago, like it's different, man. Like I think Chicago, New York, they start hooping at a young age, man, and they really love it. Like them shorties back in. Every time I come to Chicago, I'm like, man, that little dude is nice, And then I come out here back in, in Florida where I live, and I'm like, man, y'all got a lot of work, man. Man, these shorties are better than some of the high school kids.
Yeah, they listening.
Yeah,
that's this kid.
But why
Chicago a different grind?
Why you guys think that Chicago and all those other states like New York and LA, why you think that kids want to play basketball or whatever sport it
Well,
may
well,
be.
I think it's easy for kids out of Chicago, New York, because it's like when you coming up, you coming from these neighborhoods that the person you can easy say you can be like is him. That's the NBA player. So it's easier. That's who we see. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we really seeing, Major League Baseball players. We ain't seeing too many politicians or anything. So I mean, we see athletes, we see basketball. So it's easy for us to identify athletes. So Chicago, we get started early, because I mean, back when you was playing, Lib, you see pros. When I'm coming up, we see pros. Like, nowadays you see Jabari, Jaleel, you see these guys all the time. So it's easy to say I want to be him,
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
Yeah, no, that's 100. I mean, shoot. Hey, when you in the inner city, I mean, what else you got to do? You like, man, this will keep me out of trouble. Most of our parents putting us in that anyway to keep us out of trouble half the time. Especially where some of us live at and stuff. Basketball and playing sports and stuff. Shit, that save your life sometimes.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. And people don't understand. And I think me and Robert talk about this too all the time. Me and him talk all the time. So I was like, if we want for basketball, we couldn't be able to connect like me and him doing right now. Like me and Robert, we doing our show. We couldn't be able to connect, because basketball shows you how to be together, like a team, a unit, as one. How can me and Rob work together and be as one, So sometimes I may be like, man, Rob, I don't feel like going at it, man. All right, I got you. And he bring that energy. Then I get back hype again, So
and then I go too much and you tell me, man, I'm gonna mute you. And on that King show, he said, man, I'm gonna have to mute you, man. I said, all right, Liv, but I'm not R. Kelly. You can mute me though.
But we still cool though,
Oh yeah, that's my man.
I'm gonna pout in the corner and say, all right, he like, man, we still cool. So
I keep it going, man. I know my role. It's the statue, man. That's Marcus Liberty, man. Just ghetto Bobby Reed. That's lit. That's it. That's not hard to figure out, right?
I think Lib, kind of like you and Rob was just saying, sports teaches you how to work with people.
Yeah.
That's all business is. How do I work with this person? How can I work with this business to bring out the best in them? How can this bring out the best in me? And sports gives you that opportunity to learn how to work with other groups. That's all it is. That's why I love sports, whether you play football, basketball, baseball, soccer. Sports is teaching you at an early age. You start at third grade. I need to be able to get along with Liv. I need to be able to get along with Rob, Nick, Mike, Mac. And then when you get older, the sky's the limit because I know how to get along with people. I know how to get along with people with different ethnic groups. All that. That's why I love sports. See how y'all sitting there talking? You not sitting there like, I'm going to quit. And Bobby like, I go quit because you told me to stay in my lane. I just found a way to make it work. That's all sports is.
And then sports build relationships for a long time. I got a lot of my friends in basketball. Go ahead, man.
But you want to know why Chicago got so many people start at an early age? Because there's a lot of people out of Chicago that didn't make it that could have made it. So now they teaching they teaching a cousin, nephew, they teaching somebody, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, come on, let's put a ball in your hand, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's put a ball in your hand. So Chicago, man, it's serious, man, because everybody play. You know what I'm saying? So you go get that a lot here.
Yeah. There's a lot of money to be made too now.
Hey, that's what I like, Coach Larry. The money part.
They paying $200 million now. I ain't gonna even lie. I tell Lil Mac, hey man, they paying $200 million, man. When you get older, they're gonna be paying $300 million. If you want to work, that's fine too. But all you gotta do is start now, buddy.
All you need is 1 year now.
Yeah.
All you need.
That's
1 year. $5 million can last you the rest of your life.
Lottery ticket.
Yeah.
Robert,
That's smart.
Robert you got a starting five over there, don't you, Rob?
Man, I'm finna get one of these mugs. It's gonna be my youngest. He's 5 years old. He like to fight. I know he gonna be the one.
Okay. Well, you got 5 of them over there. The odds are with you. One of them gonna come.
It's gonna be the youngest. I'll be about 65. I see it.
Hey, that's what I said. I said I'm playing the odds. I got 3 of them. I'm gonna play the odds now. Hey, I'm like, I hope little Mac be lib size. He get the lib size. I'm good.
That's it right there.
Hey, you can't teach
this little Corey. Look at his hair, man.
Oh wow!
Everybody's hair.
He's nice though. He real nice though. His hair look crazy though, man. Hair like his mother, man.
That's what's up.
That's the quarantine hair. Say what's up.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
What's up, young man?
What's up, Corey?
Nick, you got a kid? You got shorties?
Yeah, I got 2 daughters.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
10
beautiful.
and 10. Yeah.
Why are you saying it like that? I got 2 daughters.
Yeah, 2 daughters, 10 and 10, man. Like,
Hey,
man,
Nick got the daughters. Lenny got the daughter. I'm like, Mike got both, so he good. He got the daughter and the son, so he good. I'm like, man, I got 3. I'm like Pops, y'all.
I tried to put the ball in my daughter's head. They're like, nah. One chilling, the other one play volleyball.
That's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with
They're
that.
like, nah, Daddy, I know how you are. You gonna work
because your kids, they see you living it, so they like when they're young, they're like, I don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? You think that's what it is?
I mean, my daughter, she plays volleyball, and you know she's 19. She goes to Hampton. I got to give her a shout out. She's a straight A student.
Wow, shout out. Hampton.
She told me she didn't want to play basketball because she see how her family is. She like, Uncle Nick,
right now,
man, Auntie Corey, Auntie Cindy, they just go in on you. I don't want none of that. I'm playing the girly, friendly one of volleyball.
It was nice coaching Brookie, Lanny.
What'd you say?
I was nice coaching Brookie, wasn't I?
Man, I work with that jump shot too. I had her shooting good too, boy.
Yeah, but she didn't think she was gonna be good enough because she said it's tough being an urban and you're not really, really good at basketball. So she played volleyball.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Hey, I told her all I did was pass and play defense, just fine. That's all.
Man, he was working with her the other day. Like, man, you want to play again?
Yeah, I see you out there still trying to shoot, Lanny out there. And, but you know what? Somebody told me this, and I didn't know. Emmett had told me this, that a lot of you guys play baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all.
Yeah,
I mean, they was right by Fernwood. They had
I played in the Little League World Series in 1983.
That's what he was telling me.
Wow. Was that Jackie Robinson West?
Yeah.
Man, Emmett told me you was a bad boy.
Yeah. I lived. Sometimes I was like, man, I should have played baseball, man. And all these people playing basketball, man. I'm like, man, I should have played baseball. Mike played, Nick played, Danny played. We all started young though, man. We started.
You ain't played, Nick, did you?
Yeah, I played. I was throwing no hitters.
Y'all was at Mount Vernon.
I was throwing it.
Yep. Jackie Robinson West.
Mike was better than Nick.
Wow.
Mike was better than Nick.
Good, but I can strike somebody out.
Matter of fact, the funny part, I was the pitcher. Mac was the back catcher when we was younger. Then I moved up. And Mac was down there by himself playing with everybody.
Wow, man. See,
Mac hit a home run out of Williamsport. That ball still probably traveling.
I hit one of the longest home runs in Little League World history.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, some more things that people probably don't know about the Urbans.
Well, they was on 106 right off. I know where they was at. And so and they right by Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon, you got to play baseball over there. Because it was a machine over there. Right?
Yeah.
It was
Jackie Robinson was a machine over there?
Man, Mr. Machine. Yeah, Mr. Haley, Richard, Rook, Billy, Miss Haley. Yeah, it was a machine.
That's how I met Antoine Walker.
Right.
Baseball?
Okay.
Yeah,
Twan
baseball.
played
Yeah, Twan played baseball.
See, I didn't know that.
Twan was
man.
nice
Twan played
too.
baseball. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, Twan played with Mike.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Didn't know that. I did not know that, man. Baseball. Ouch. I didn't play no damn baseball.
There was a lot of us playing that back in the days because it was sponsored. It was really the first sponsored sport. Y'all think back in the days?
Yeah, yeah,
All the
yeah.
grocery stores, everybody was sponsoring that stuff.
The parades
Yeah.
was crazy. Yeah,
Wasn't it,
parades was
man?
crazy. Man, the
Crazy.
parades was crazy.
I remember Ernie Banks was at the parade.
Really?
Wow.
Wow, man. Y'all, man. But no,
Yeah.
I wish we could have got Cindy on there, man. I mean, we'd get on next time.
Hold on,
Though.
I guess.
Yeah.
Cindy gonna be mad at you, Lid.
Well, I told Nick to be in charge. You know, I don't want nobody to be mad at me, man. I said, Nick, you in charge of this, man.
Just tell the
Hey,
coach.
don't y'all start that telling Mike stuff on here from the last dance. No, they thought they was calling Mike a stool piss. I don't think Mike was a stool piss.
No, man.
Go ahead, Lance.
Hey,
I'm sorry, man.
No, go ahead, Mike. What was you gonna say, Mike, about MJ?
huh?
Y'all got some stories about MJ?
No, they were saying on the
you
last
got stories
dance.
about him.
Nick
Hey,
got-
I got years of story with MJ, boy.
Oh, no.
Hey, we was
Me
lucky
too.
to hang out with MJ. We
Yeah.
was lucky. We was lucky.
Yeah,
Hey,
MJ,
hey,
a
I
bad
love-
dude, man.
Hey, I love MJ. MJ made me the best promoter in Chicago. He used to come to my events, boy. Hey, I love MJ, boy. I got a story for days about MJ, but shit, MJ the man. Hey,
He's
he's
the
the
man.
man.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't have a bad word to say about
No.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Hey, Nick, you gonna call him up?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, see, I'm nephew to him, man.
Lib, MJ cool as heck, man. That's why I was like, I don't know about what they say, but MJ I know cool.
I don't know what they be talking about and all that. I don't know nothing about that.
I love it, boy.
Hey,
MJ
Lib.
used to have the best
Ben Mack was
cigars.
playing
Nick.
against
MJ had the best cigars.
Yeah, Ben Mack was playing against MJ.
Hey, we was playing against. Hey, what you say, Nick?
Hey, we was playing against MJ, right? So, you know, he just started back playing a little bit, you know, after he retired and stuff. So, you know, I'm cool with his nephews and stuff. So, they was talking stuff and, you know, let's play. I got, you know, MJ gonna play. I said, all right, I'll bring my 5. So I said, hey, Mac, man, let's roll. Come on, man, we're about to roll out to MJ house and play. So we ended up beating him. We was beating him, right? So the next day he came back. We beat him. We talking stuff to him. We like, man, you wasn't ready. That's all right. It's our time. So Mac dipped out of there. He ain't play with me the next day. So we lost every game.
Hey, Liv, you know me, man. I'm shooting that thing from everywhere. Hey, MJ talking about, man, I got 25,000 points. I said, hey, I got 30,000 in the hood.
Hey, because Mac, y'all the same side.
Yeah, you did, man. You know I wasn't going. I wasn't
We
going.
played for a while, man, every day for a while. But that next day he came back. He said, "You see airness, right?" I said, "Yeah, I do, man. I seen it today." Man,
Hey, Nick, what about that time when we played at Whitney Young? Remember, I was getting the gym, right?
Yeah.
So you know, MJ like, man, I got me, Nick, Skull Hayes, all of us, right? He coming there with Oakley and all them, right? And I'm like, damn. So we getting it on the first day. You know, we handed to him some, getting it on. So he like, I see y'all tomorrow. He comes to Whitney Young with his crew, right?
Yeah.
Guess who was following him, man? That man had 2 referees with roller bags. I said, This man brought referees with him the next day, man. I said, come on.
They did.
I said, come on.
I said, man, you
man,
bringing
you can't
referees? Don't be cheating.
Hey, did he bring Danny Crawford with him?
Danny got
Yeah. I'm like, there's no way we can win, bro. You bring your referees. I'm like, man, this was just a no who session, get some work in.
He turned to serious. Man, he put everybody he had off his team in the bag. Man, y'all can't play with me no more. I said, oh, what you doing here, oh? Man, I said, man, that was funny, man.
Hey,
that's
oh my God.
I was tripping. I said, damn, Oakley coming there setting hard picks and stuff, man. I'm like,
he went and got the dream team on y'all, man.
He was tripping, man. But he cool. He real cool dude though, man. That's why I enjoy watching The Last Dance, man.
Yeah. And one thing about MJ, man, I promise when I hear them stories on TV where they say he don't sleep, man, he don't sleep, man. Like you play softball during the day, then go play basketball with Mac and them during the afternoon, and then we'd catch a car session at nighttime, and then after that we'd go to the club. Man, he don't sleep, man. He's something else, yeah.
Man, he don't sleep at all, man. He gonna stay up longer than anybody, no matter what he doing.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
Man,
I
ain't never seen a competitor like him in my life ever. Ever. MJ will beat you at anything, and if he don't, it's only gonna take him a few chances, and then he gonna start beating. I ain't never seen whatever he could do. He could do.
If you beat him, you it's over. You might as well just say, man, I give up, man, because he ain't gonna stop till he feel good.
No, he is not gonna stop, man.
No, man.
Nah.
He's a great dude.
I used to be like, man, when do this dude sleep, man?
Nah, he don't sleep.
So when they said that on the Dream Team, and they was like, the first time they seen him yawn, they were surprised. Y'all saw the Dream Team documentary, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was true, huh? Mike don't.
That's true. That's true,
sleep,
man. That's true. He tell you, man, sleep when you die, man. Hey, man. Sleep when you die, ho. Sleep when you die.
And that's his favorite word.
What?
What he said that to Burrell, I was dying, man.
What did he say?
And he was saying he kept calling him Hope. Hey, you ain't Hope. You know, he kept saying that to Scott Burrell, man. I'm like, that's his words, man.
Yeah, but I tell you one thing, man, for him to be who he is, like the greatest player, the greatest, that we done seen, icon in the world, he was down to earth. He kicked it with us. Like he kicked it with us. Man, like, he was cool.
He would like literally at like 3 a.m, he'd just start clapping in the club at 3 a.m. Let's go. I'm like,
hey man, I did my 30th birthday party, man. So we kicking it. I mean, we always hung out with him. So I said, man, I need you to come to my 30th birthday party. And he like, man, yeah, all right, I'm coming. I'm thinking he playing. Man, the man showed up to my 30th at Hard Rock, man, at Hard Rock downtown. Man, that shit was crazy, man.
Swan posted a picture of that the other day.
Man, yeah.
Wow.
Man, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. It was crazy.
That's cold, man. That's
cold.
Yeah. That's cold.
Yeah. He a great dude, man. We ain't got nothing but great things to say about him.
No way.
Shout out to MJ. See all his weak teammates, all them teammates that was stool pitchers. We got the real guys.
Hey man, Horace Grant tripping, man. Horace Grant
was on some stool pitching, wasn't
he? Scotty, my boy too. So I ain't got nothing to say about Scotty. I mean, Horace was trying to get Scotty riled up, but Scotty, talking about the way they portrayed Scotty in it. But everybody knows Scotty was great.
Right.
So, Horace was trying to, make him turn against MJ. And I think, they said he ended up saying like he was mad about the whole documentary. But, Scotty, Scotty good too. Scotty, man, great person too.
But how can you be mad at a competitor that's helping y'all win championships, if you can't take constructive criticism, you shouldn't even be playing this game. If
Hey,
the greatest,
Liv, would you have loved to play with MJ?
I would have loved to play. I know they got me some ring shit.
No question.
Liv told the story on the show when he gave him his number and told him to call him. He didn't even call him.
Yeah.
You didn't call him, Liv?
Man, I was doing my thing in high school, man.
Hey, Liv,
You
Liv,
was like
Liv,
MJ in high school, though, Liv.
Hey, Liv, go to Lance's office. Lance got the picture in the office where y'all was at the Nike camp when MJ was playing. Lance got that when he came to y'all Nike camp.
Yeah.
Oh, when he had that powder blue Jordan gear on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liv was out
you
there
didn't
giving
call
work
him,
that
Liv?
day.
Man, I wish I would have called him, man. I'm kicking myself in the ass, man. I'm like,
Hey, he
Hey,
would have
Liv,
answered
tell-
too. That's the type of dude he is. He would
Hey,
have
Liv, tell him what you told me, though. King was hotter than the Bulls back
yeah,
then.
we was out in the Bulls.
What?
I mean, we had more people at our game.
Yeah.
This day, everybody watched the highlight film. Give me liberty or give me death.
No question.
Now, liberty.
No question.
La 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 la.
I remember when Nick was kind of young, and Nick, every time I used to come over there, Nick wanted me to get in the car, take him to that restaurant. What's that restaurant around the corner?
Hot spot.
I used to be like, hey, Liv, hey, man, can you run me the hot spot real quick so I can start frying?
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Hey,
my
Liv.
God.
Hey,
Hey,
Liv,
you know what the thing
told
about
them-
Liv always been the same. Go ahead, Mike.
told them about the Sonny
Go ahead,
Cox
Mike.
story because you know I played the King my first year, right? So I told them when Cox picked me up, he took me to Wendy's and brought me a triple cheeseburger, man. That was the biggest triple cheeseburger I ever seen in my life, man. Hey, I said, man, I wanted to go to King because of Marcus Liberty and the triple cheeseburger.
Hey, I used to tell people this story. I said, man, Cox came down and recruited me, man. He gave me some shoes and a bucket of chicken. And the rest was history. And people to this day thought that story was true. They were like, man, Liv went to King for some shoes and a bucket of chicken.
Hey, Cox know how to feed somebody, boy.
Oh,
Hey,
boy.
Cox used to be driving y'all around that van, man.
You know what, Liv, though?
Oh, my
Man,
God.
the thing I loved about Coach Cox, though, other than all the basketball stories, he knew how to tell a history story too, man.
Yes, he did.
You know, he had the jazz records. Him and his brother, they had the restaurants. He knew history. Like Coach Cox was smart. I love talking. Like basketball, I mean, he was great to talk to. It's like, pay attention to what I'm telling you, how you own these Burger Kings, how you do. He had me and Pops tripping one day. Pops was like, I told you, he's like, Cox get on my nerve from time to time, but that's my man.
Man, Cox told me one day, he said, hey, Nick, see, don't worry about what the people talking about. He talked about me. But one thing, he said, guess what you doing? I said, what, Coach? He said, you winning. I won. Let them keep talking. I said, all right, man, I got you.
Man.
Everybody hates on winners, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Liv, man, I remember you used to just come over there. I'd be like, Liv, take me to the hot spot. Let's go in the backyard. Man, he like, man, Nick, man, I've been working out all day. I'm tired, man. Let's go in the backyard.
Nick, you was my prodigy, man.
Yeah.
He ran all the time, man.
Yeah.
And Rob, when I used to go over their crib, man, they used to have like boxes of shoes in the basement, man. I'm like, man, dude, give me some of that Pops. Go on down there and get you some, boy. Go get you what you want.
Oh, wow.
Man, Liv was over there eating mom's cooking every day. You can tell the true story, the real story of the Irvin brothers.
Yeah, man, watching hoops, man. We come on Sunday watching them NBA games, man. Off the chain, man.
That's classic.
I
Hey,
miss
man.
even my grandmother.
Yep. I miss, man. I do miss Pops, man. Like, man,
Yeah.
I told people, man, even at the funeral, I just couldn't see my man like that, man. So that's one of the reasons why I said I just wanted to remember Pops the way I remembered him, man, the last time I saw him, man. So, but that's,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
that's one reason why I didn't go. And I saw Byron
Yeah.
later on that day
Uh-huh.
at the restaurant. And I was like, man, I couldn't see Pops like that, man.
Yeah.
That's my man, man. Every time I saw him, man, that was my man.
Man.
I don't know if y'all remember this story. Y'all were when I was living in Las Vegas, and Pop saw me. He said, "Man, come over here." I said, "Pops, the game going on right now." He said, "No. You need to come over here and talk to these boys right now." The game was about to start, man. It was like halftime, and he's like, "No." He said, "Man, you're gonna talk to these boys right now. They need to know who you are." And I started talking to him. I can't remember who was on. I think it was Amari and them.
Yeah, probably.
It was.
Yeah.
Yep, it
Yeah,
was.
I think it was Amari and them. Yeah. And he said,
Marquis Perry was playing.
yeah, man.
And Amari saw it.
So, I mean, your Pops is always, anywhere I go, man, and he see me, man, he'd stop. If y'all had the team, he's like, man, you need to talk to these boys. They need to know who you are. And I'm like, man, Pops, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I done did my
Yeah.
thing. He's like, no, they need to know.
No, they need to know their history, man. They gotta know their history, man. That's it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
used to put on shows though, and everybody need to know that though. Like everybody, even
Yeah.
though you had the highlight tape, mixtape, but they need to do a better job of promoting you as well.
I think so too, man. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna promote my damn self.
Yeah.
Got to though, Lynn. You
Yeah.
got
You know
to.
what?
Yeah.
Got
You
to.
know what, Lil, though? The thing about you, I can honestly say I played with a lot of people, though. But you was great to play with because you can score. You was going to pass the ball. You was going to play defense, and you wasn't scared of
Nobody.
I
Nah.
remember playing with you at camp. About to play Dennis Scott and them. And Rob, like, Lynn was normalized. Come on, Lanny, let's go. Come on, Lanny, let's go. It's like, hey, Lanny, man, hey, now we're about to play Dennis Scott. So he's like, hey, I need the ball the first 6, 7 times, right? I said, Doc, you want the ball the first 6, 7 times? I said, okay, cool. So I huddled everybody up. And y'all know Lid, my man. But he want the ball the first 6, 7 times. I'm only going to shoot twice during the whole game. So now I'm going to him 6 times. Y'all going to get it after he get his 6 in a row. Right. I was like, no, I'm dead serious. He getting his 6 in a row first. That man scored 6 times straight. I gave it to him 6 times in a row.
And he left captain.
After he got it 6 times in a row, he dished out candy, That was my man.
That was something though, man. Mac,
Dennis Scott battled that day.
Remember, Lanny, they had us play, 3 times, I think.
Yep.
Dennis Scott and them. I'm like, dude, why we keep playing the same team? Because they really wanted to get Dennis that recognition. And because me and Dennis cool. That's my man.
Yeah, they was battling though.
Him and Sean Higgins, like I know the story. It's like Sean Higgins said, man, Lib, it's always been me and Dennis Scott. Because they were going to those camps when they were freshmen, like at those elite camps.
Yeah.
And Sean told me this. He said, man, and then all of a sudden, we kept hearing this dude, Marcus Liberty. He was like, who the hell is this Marcus Liberty?
Right.
He said he saw me. He's like, oh, okay, that's who he is. We started hooping against each other. And he gave me my props, though, man. I love those two boys, man. Like Dennis Scott and Sean Higgins, man. They made me really who I am today, man, because playing against those boys, man, because they were already recognized. I was just a local guy trying to get that national attention. And when I got with Cox, that was one of the first things Cox said to me. He said, I'm going to make you the #1 player in the country. And I'm like, what? He's like, no, I'm going to make you the #1 player in the country because I'm going to put you in places that you haven't even been before. And I was like, okay. And he already knew what I was going to do because I'm from the crib and from the projects. Like, man, I know you're going to have a dog. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you used to put on shows, man.
Man, dude.
I was a little kid watching that, and I think, was it Avalon y'all played that?
Yep.
So Lance and them was going to play at Avalon one day. So I said, Lanny, is Liv playing? He was like, I'm gonna go ahead and go there, man.
Hey, Lance, like, what about me?
What about me?
I'm never, man.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
bro.
watch Liv play, man.
Hey, Liv, what-
Liv, my man, because when Liv eat, I eat. Because I drink. When he eat, I eat.
That don't happen no more. You'll never see a player say, for instance, like Lance Caliber, and say, "Okay, Liv, here it goes 7 times." Nowadays, you're gonna have players saying, "Man, I'm better than Liv, man." Even though they not better than Liv, you know,
Right.
they ain't gonna feed them like that 7 times in a row.
Yeah,
they don't.
right.
The mentality has changed now. You know,
And we
That's
had Mike,
sad.
and we had some really good players. You know, when you're a camp, you got really good players.
This an
But one thing I
all-American
told-
camp.
Yeah, and they
Wow.
all, I think they all trusted Lib and I too, because I told them, I said, y'all know I'm only gonna shoot like 3-4 times. I promise I'm gonna get you the ball. And
Right.
so everybody was happy.
yeah.
Right.
Hey, Liv, one last thing, man. When did y'all play Rich Central to win state? What year was you?
That was 86.
That was your junior year or senior year?
Yeah, that was my junior year.
All right, so I you know, I see Kendall all the time. So I end up watching the tape on YouTube and I watched the whole game. I said, damn, Kendall, I seen you against Liv and them. You ain't do nothing that game, man. So Kendall gonna say, he start laughing, right? And Kendall gonna say, hey man, you right, man. Mike, I was just kind of out of it that game. I mean, I was playing man to man the whole game, and the coach said we was in the 2-3. I was just out of it. I said, man, Liv gave y'all about 40 that game.
They had a game plan, man. They wanted to stall, man. They were stalling, you know.
Just holding the ball and
Yeah, man. Yeah. But no.
Right. I have not laughed this much on this show. I have not laughed this much on this damn show, man.
right.
Man, thanks, man. I have laughed my ass off.
We're gonna end it, man. We're gonna end it with somebody. One of you brothers, man. Send us off, man, on some positive stuff for the shorties, man. It can be, you know.
Let them all send us off, Liz.
All right, we'll let all of them start. We'll start with the young buck again, Nick. You work our way down to Lanny.
Man, the thing I try to, preach to the young kids is give everything you got to life, not just basketball, to life, and be transparent with your parents and make sure that you're doing everything you can do to be successful. You got to believe in yourself and you got to bet on yourself. Mm-hmm. A lot of people try to doubt you and try to tell you can't do this and that, but if you believe what's inside of you, everything else is history. So always believe and always stay true to yourself.
That's what's up.
Man, I leave for the young kids, man, be student athletes, use basketball as a vehicle for education to get where you got to go. You don't have to make it to the NBA to be successful. It's a lot of positive young brothers out here that's successful, making a lot of money doing what we're doing, without making it to the NBA, but we're still involved in the game, that we still giving back. So just tell everybody, make sure you go to class, get your school work done, and just be the best person you can be. If you can get to that next level, fine, but it's always success out here and other ways of getting.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to tell the kids out here, just live life to the fullest, man. Give 100% on whatever you try to do in life. Because, the next day is never promised, as we know this pandemic and stuff is going on. So whatever you do, just give 1,000% and live with the results.
I mean, kind of like they all echo, one thing, you want to have fun too. I mean, sometimes I think we can be serious, but as kids, it's time to have fun, but it's time to be serious too. First of all, if you do believe in God, start off praying. Always work hard to be the best you can be, and also give back. Give back to your community.
Yes,
give back
sir.
to the school, because you get in school, you're nowhere being selfish. We all here to serve, and if you can serve, that's the best thing you can do. Also, my last point is, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Like, Rob, you wasn't you now, but you did. You keep working on your craft, you got better and better. Lib, you didn't start off the #1 player in high school. You worked and got better and better. Sometimes these days, like Rob said earlier, we so used to being this microwave is so quick, people end to quit. But man, you got to keep going, keep persevering, keep working, and good things will definitely happen. And stay positive. Keep family first. You see, we keep our house first.
Yeah, right.
That's what's up,
Lib,
man.
hey Lib,
Appreciate y'all.
Lib, Rob Smith told me to tell you, Atlanta, he want his socks back. Y'all took his socks from him.
Hey, I forgot all about that, man. We was down in St. Louis, man. we used to have a lot of convo though. Me, Lanny, and Rob, man. We all started talking late at night, man. But yeah, somebody got it for the socks. It wasn't me.
Rob was gonna have us fight down there. Let me tell the Rob story real quick though before we get off there. So Rob come in camp. Rob must have had on some Jordans. They like some Nikes or something I ain't never seen before. Rob come in. You know how you walk when you don't want to creep the gym. So Rob had on some sweet Nikes. So Liv and I was like, "What you got on your feet, Rob?" So Rob's like, "Yeah, I just got on such. So 2 days later, he come to get me and Liv. Man, somebody stole my gym suit.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Oh my Lord.
And they stole the shoes.
Yeah.
He was pissed. Man, he was pissed.
He was pissed.
Yeah.
Liv and I about to fight people, man. Liv and I about to fight for them shoes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, we had a ball down there, man. Rob did have us looking for them shoes. we had a ball, man. But man, I really appreciate you guys coming on, man. For real,
appreciate
man.
it,
This is the true definition of what a family looks like and what a family's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
With each other, man. And
Black men.
Yes.
nothing but success.
We're not racist.
To Lanny, you know, you're doing your thing on the college head coach.
Appreciate it. Come support us.
Nick, I know you about to start off on that college level, man. So just go out there and do your best, man, and get them kids in there and teach them, man, and give them what you've been doing all along, man, which is, you know, motivating those kids to be successful in life, man, not just basketball wise. There's so many people, man, forget about the kids, you know, not just on the basketball side, but life lessons, man. And a lot of times we don't do that, and we forget. We tend to forget that, man. It's not just about the basketball. Like even when I went to the University of Illinois, man, I wish Coach Henson had that relationship where he could bond with us, but he never really wanted to do that, you know. And that was him, but we needed that, you know, as young men, we needed that, you know, that leadership to, you know, come from him, and it never came. So make sure you do that, man, with these next generation of young kids, man, athletes, because I think you can make a difference. I think y'all can make a difference. You and Lanny on that college level, and Mac, you keep doing your thing, man, with the girls, man, and you and Corey and never stop that, man, because girls are the future too, man. I know we always talk about the men are the future, but the women are the future as well, you know. So we got to keep uplifting our women, man, especially our Black African American women, man, because they tend to get left behind sometimes, you know. And they, like, I want to get Corey on the show too one day, man. So make sure you tell her we want to get on the show. Maybe we can help.
Liv trying to bite.
No, man. I'm just trying to, you know, share some light on her too. I mean, because she did her thing.
Biting, Mac. Look,
she did her thing on the
wiggle out of that.
Hey, Liv family, man. Liv know Corey Ludley. Liv know
already. You know,
you already know, man.
Rob talking off the side of his neck. You see? All good, but it's all good. And then Mike, of course, man. Mike was at Sports Illustrated when he was a shorty, man. You know, doing that.
Both of y'all.
So
we forgot to talk about that, man.
I know. And, but Mike been doing his thing, man, on the business side, and you have to, like you said, Mike, you probably got that through basketball, you know, knowing what your point guard's supposed to do, knowing what the shooting guard's supposed to do, knowing what the small forward, you know, putting it all together and be like, you know what, this is how I'm gonna run my business. It should be, you know. So you've been doing your thing with that. And man, Chicago has built each and every one of us, man, to be tough, man. Never quit.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so y'all go out there and do y'all thing, man. And Rob, you keep doing what you've been doing, Rob.
Hey, you got a nice background back there too, boy.
With all those jerseys, man.
Liv, you finna fire me? I'm fired tonight? I'm the real Mac Irvin fired.
I'm not Donald Trump, man.
Hey, man, I love y'all, man. Thanks for coming on All Ball Chicago, man. The legendary Fire, the Mac Irvin Fire, the family, the real. I got the legend Marcus Liberty in the building, the statue. I'm your co-host, Robert Bobby Reed. We up out of here, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Man, tell Robert, man, we get him on too, Nick.
Oh, hey, yeah, all right, cool. I got you.
Yeah, tell me you get him.
All right, y'all.
All right, man. Love you guys, man.
Y'all gotta bring my crew. We gotta come on together. Y'all gotta get my crew on together.
All right. We get him. Get Slaughter too.
I got you. Just let me know whenever you're ready.
All right.
All right.
Go on.